episode of T-Rex Reads. I am Becky.
I'm Lauren.
I'm Lindy.
We're here today to do the OTP tag. Number one on the list is an unpopular OTP pairing that you support.
From the Maze Runner, Brenda and Thomas. Everyone ships Teresa and Thomas, and I hate them.
I hate them too.
And Brenda and Thomas just make a so much better couple for me, and everyone doesn't agree.
Actually,
They're
no, I
lost.
take that back. I take that back. No, I'm getting the characters confused. I like the other one. Don't listen to me. It's been years since I read the book, and I gave them all to her because I didn't like the way the book ended, specifically because of the love triangle.
I got nothing. I usually read middle grade, and there's not a lot of
Romance.
fabulous romance in there.
So mine is actually Peeta and Katniss because there's so many people, particularly girls, that are like, no, she should have ended up with Gale. Gale is a dillhole who killed her little sister, and that's enough. That's enough.
I agree.
I agree. Yeah.
Like OTP that you didn't ship at first, but you do now.
I would actually have to say Percy and Annabeth.
Really?
Yeah.
You just hurt her little heart.
They are ultimate OTP, my favorite couple ever.
No, they're
In
awesome.
books.
I think they're awesome now. But at first, I was like, it just didn't make sense because they're so completely different. I get the whole
Opposites attract.
thing, but they were on such opposite ends of the spectrum that I really didn't think that they would be a good match. But I have changed my opinion.
Good.
The only ones I could come up with were ones that I wasn't really on board with at the beginning of the book or the beginning of the series, and then I was later. Elias and Gabri from the Dead Tossed Waves. I wasn't really on board with them at first because at first she has another love interest, and then partway through the story she ends up with Elias, and I ended up really liking Elias eventually, but at first I was like, who's that guy? I like the first guy. But it was never going to work in that situation. Another one that I had was in the host, Wanda and Ian. At first was a really weird pairing to me because, his brother tried to kill her and he was helping. And then all of a sudden they're in a relationship, and it's one of the weirdest, it's not a love triangle, because it's not. It's there is no actual love triangle in it, but it's two people sharing the same body, and so it's a really weird scenario. You guys read it, right?
I haven't read the host.
No.
You haven't read the host, you have to read the host.
I have not
I need
read
to
the
read
host.
it. Aaron and Elizabeth from The Grim Legacy. At first, he was a jerk. I hated him because he got really jealous because he didn't like his life. He became a better person at the end, so I was okay with it.
Your most hated OTP. All I could come up with was Maze Runner. I hated that one. I hated it. Oh, you lied to me, but she's being honest. And then as soon as you hit the end of book 2, it's oh, guess what? She's not being honest. She's a big fat liar pants in the first place. Whatever. Other girls should die. It's what's best. And that's why I don't like those people.
I like Brenda more because I felt like she was a stronger character and she had more backbone. And
Yeah, but she's
Teresa,
big fat liar pants.
they're both liars.
Whatever. Your turn.
Katniss and Gale.
Yes.
They are the worst thing ever. When it looked like in Catching Fire they were gonna actually become a couple, or she wanted to choose him over Peeta, I was mad at the book.
Peeta makes you bread forever. Carbs for life, yo.
Yeah, he was just really angry. I mean, there's justifiable anger, but then he was just angry at everybody.
Actually, Edward and Bella. Not because they're a terrible couple together, but because I don't like either of their characters. Bella is
fair.
ridiculoly whiny and so self-sacrificing, but not in a good way. Edward is Mr. Existential Depression.
Burning Man.
Yes.
He's
Oh
the
my
Burning
gosh.
Man.
Bella's gonna die and it's all my fault because I made demon spawn.
What is, he's over 100 years old. Quit brooding.
The next one is an OTP that took way too long to get together.
So mine is Cassie and Dean from the Natural series. It looked for a while like she was gonna end up with Michael, and Michael is an idiot player, and his ex-girlfriend is living with them.
That's weird.
That is weird.
They're all living together, by the way.
I'm gonna go with Harry and Ginny.
Oh my gosh, yes. I would also like to point out that Ginny did not get enough character development in the book.
Very true. Because while none of us were surprised that Harry ended up with Ginny, we were a little surprised that Ginny didn't appear more before Harry ended up with her.
I suddenly like her now, because of reasons. Suddenly she's cute, because of reasons. I was just kind of gonna go with Clary and Jace. Like, I get that, like, there were reasons why they couldn't be together in the first book.
Favorite word today.
Always
It
reasons.
is. It is. Well, because sometimes there are legit reasons, and sometimes there are reasons. Like, I can't tell you this big secret that I have because of reasons. You guys wait, you know. I finished book 3, and I was like, all right, it's done. Oh, guess what? There's 3 more books in the series. This because Clary and Jace need more soap opera lifestyle going on. Our next one is a non-canon OTP, and all 3 of us put the same answer. We put Luna and Neville.
Yes.
Because they're totes adorbs.
And they're gonna have adorable and weird kids.
Adorably weird kids.
Yes.
They will be awesome. They will be courageous and super strange.
Yes.
But awesome.
In the best
And
way.
incredibly smart.
Next one is our favorite BROTP, so your favorite bromance. So I'm gonna go with Jem and Will because they're amazing and they do everything for each other. They would die for each other. Anne would agree with me if she could have made it, but she's fighting a root canal right now, so, you know. I hope you feel better.
I have 3 people, Annabeth, Hazel, and Piper from the Percy Jackson series. They are just amazing friends, and whenever you get to read about those girl moments, it's amazing.
I'm gonna pick Percy Jackson too, but Percy and Grover.
Yay,
I
Percy
love
and Grover.
Percy and Grover.
We heart them.
They're awesome.
Not weird movie Grover, though. Cute,
Yeah.
adorable Grover who's,
Exactly,
like, shy and clumsy.
Yes, book Grover, not
Book
movie
Grover.
Grover. Yeah.
Look, we're not even gonna get into that. The next one is an OTP that you loved in the books, but not so much in either the movie or the TV adaptation of the story.
Brenda and Thomas from The Maze Runner. I didn't like them in the movie. The actress who played Brenda, she did good on some things, but I didn't really sense the romance.
I'm gonna have to go with Aragon and Arya in the Aragon movie. They're not really romantic in the first installment of the book series anyway. It was pretty much a terrible movie. You can't see at all anything ever going anywhere with the 2 of them.
I don't really have a good one where I just hated the couple together. I'm gonna kind of go with Harry and Ginny, but it's just parts of it. That kiss in the Room of Requirement is one of the most awkward on-screen kisses
I remember, I was just like, why?
that has ever happened anywhere. And it's a really sweet moment. Like that moment, like, that wasn't in the book 6 when the Weasley house is getting burned to the ground and she doesn't even flinch. She just runs after Harry. She's like, that's my boyfriend to be. She belongs in Gryffindor. She is awesome. They're both really good actors. I liked them when they weren't actively being romantic with each other. You know what I mean? Like, they were, I was like, oh, look, Harry and Ginny. Stop kissing, please. It's weird. A popular OTP that no matter how hard you try, you just can't ship it. Here's mine. I'm going to break a lot of people's hearts because I know how many people love this book, but Anna and the French Kiss. I don't like that the boy in the book has a girlfriend that he's still trying to work stuff out with, but at the same time continue to flirt with Anna. They go to the movies, he holds her hand in the movies, the light comes up where all their friends can see again, and all of a sudden he's ignoring her and will not talk to her. Too many high school boys act like that, and I don't like teaching teenage girls that, like, it's okay to lust after somebody that's already with somebody, especially when he won't man up enough to make you his girlfriend. It's not okay for a boy to be like, oh, let's hold hands, but don't tell my girlfriend or any of our friends.
Teresa and Thomas, I hate them. I hate them. I will never love them. I hate them.
Your favorite LGBT OTP?
There's not a lot of LGBT in middle grade. It just hasn't filtered down yet, I think.
Me, and for Anne, she ships this way harder than I do. I'm gonna go with Malik. It works really well as a relationship because Alec is so, like, stick up his butt up tight, and, like, Magnus will flirt with a lamp in the room. Their pairing together is both interesting and, like, really funny to watch. Last but not least, we have your all-time favorite OTPs.
Percy and Annabeth, Ron and Hermione. I don't care if J.K. Rowling said that it wasn't happening.
Screw her!
It
Ron
is
and Hermione
happening.
forever!
I also do love Percy and Annabeth. Even though I started out not liking them, I do love Percy and Annabeth. Harry and Ginny, Ron and Hermione.
I had a couple. I didn't think of Ron and Hermione. I don't know why. I just because, like, Harry Potter in my head always goes to, like, a back burner because it's like your favorite book and you name something else because of course Harry Potter, but, like, let's stop repeating Harry Potter over and over again. A lot of people have not read this series, but it's amazing. Everlast by Neil Shusterman, and Mikey and Allie are, like, the best because Mikey starts out as a big monster and Allie's nickname is Allie the Outcast because she is the snarkiest little girl, and I love her. I like their struggles that they go through, and I ship them so hard. They're my favorite. America and Maxim because They're awesome. It was the first time that I read a love triangle where I'm like, she needs to be with him. But I don't know if he's gonna pick her. And if he doesn't pick her, he is justified in not picking her.
I have one more that I had forgotten until I spotted this book on the shelf. I love Sophronia and Soap.
They're the best.
They're adorable.
All kinds of forbidden love. So that is our list. Let us know if you agree with this, if you disagree with this down below. And let us know what your favorite OTPs are or who you think should not have been together. So we will see you next time. Bye. Outtakes.
No, I have an awful voice.
Can you sing on key though?
No.
No. Number 1 on the list for here to do. Don't laugh at me.